All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oklahoma City Bison. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, it's Robinson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
59 mark, check, 59. Check.
Off the play fake. King. Going up top for Miller. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 30 base. Oh, you got deep? Begin.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
From the gun on third down, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. King. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bison's nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Stop here, D. Check. Go. Check 4. Check grip.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got him. He's crashing. He's checking up. Check.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's King operating from the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they get.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, and touchdown. Tariq Cohen 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. King on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bam, bam.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hard, hard. Go.
Operating from the gun. Patterson going right side here, and that's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I was going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Come on, let's go. Look, squeeze. Rock it. Check. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, alert 3.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Leo.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Set. 30 base. Watch the out. He's coming. Double up. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's third and goal. And this offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. From the gun, Patterson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on second and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
He was taken there at the 22-yard line.
Check. 59.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Try and run for this. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. To throw is King. Throwing on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 21 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown! Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at him.
And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. King now to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check.
Operating from the gun. Patterson, flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He's coming. Bravo. Alert 3. Hey, Sam on. Bang. Check your hot read.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go. You're out. Watch out. Safe. Check 15. Fair. Hey, orbit. You got tight right there. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Patterson, and Thomas has it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Well, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatic...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. King throwing on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch the whip. Check. Fresno. Hey!
To throw on second down. Patterson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Look at me. Go. Five. Check 43. Now.
On first and 10, Patterson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, high 7.
Back to the air on second down. Patterson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw again, Patterson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end's right. Hey, lock it. We got 3, fellas. Hey, Sam off. Go. Tighten up. Go. Check 99. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. How about that? Their quarterback. 92 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On second down, here's Miller. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On first down, King throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, King. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Here's King. Back to the air on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now King throwing on third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go, set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go.
On 3rd and 2, Patterson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Norris. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Patterson. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, 75 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready? 70, Indy. Leo. Big rip.
Off the play fake. Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Blue draw Corker. Bravo. Shift. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Throwing on first down. Patterson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Patterson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey, high 7. Check one. Go. Wide. Get wide. Now. Go.
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Let's go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch. You're out. Get it.
On 4th down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.